When what used to excite you does not, like you've used up all your allowance of experiences, head filled with the mass of two well-known people.
Hey YouTube, it's me. I better get this one out quick because I got the giggles and it's going to get ugly real fast. Okay, anyway, before we get to today's topic, I wanted to give you a few programming notes. I usually make like 15 videos in a row, which is why I'm always wearing the same thing. Like I shoot them all in one night. I don't just always wear the same thing. So the programming notes, yeah, so I wanted to make a bunch of videos tonight, and because I may not be making them too often in the future because I actually got a gig, an engineering gig, like a part-time thing, which I'm going to be making some radio devices for a documentary film. That's right. Go me. And so yeah, that's cool, and they're due by like, I don't know, I told them, you know, the end of October. So yeah, if I don't make a lot of videos, that's pretty much why. I'll be working on those for some real money. So that'll be cool. God, I did this last time too. I thought there was something else. Nope. I don't know. So okay, to tonight's topic, the coming out one ago. So as I told you before, the plan was to wait until like after my birthday, which is October 24th. Yeah, it's October 24th, and then that was going to be the kind of time that I was going to come out to people because, you know, I wanted to reap the benefits of one more birthday with goodwill and stuff. So I kind of made a change to that though, and that's what I have to tell you about. So I have this friend who's my best friend, and we've been BFFs for some time. I mean, like since college, so, you know, I don't know, I've probably known him 6 or 7 years, and we've been, you know, close friends ever since. And he's one of my friends that I see often. I mean, you know, I don't have a lot of like real close friends, but him and he has a wife, and they just had a small baby. All babies come out small, I guess, but this child's embarrassing. No. They have a child that's a little over a year old, like probably a year and a half old. And, you know, he's kind of recently married and stuff. And so I see them, you know, on a sort of regular basis, like more than anyone else. Yeah, I went to dinner at their house like probably 2 weekends ago. It was 2 weekends ago. And I had a great time, and, you know, we had good food, and we had drinks and stuff, and I stayed there late, and we talked and caught up, and, you know, just kind of like old times. It was really good. But afterwards, I felt really bad. Like, I felt guilty. Like, I felt very conscious of the lie that I had been sort of perpetrating with him. Like, you know, I'm sure he'd seen stuff and whatever, and but never, you know, asked me about it and had enough respect for me not to call me out on anything. And so yeah, but I was very conscious of that lie, and, you know, not wanting to be honest with him. Like, you know, this is the kind of person, like, I want to be more involved in his life and his family and stuff. So yeah, like, I just felt really, even though I had a great night, I felt really bad after I left his house because of that, you know, the lie and stuff. So yeah, I thought maybe I should tell him early. So last Friday, actually, I have this form letter that I'm going to kind of send everybody, and I'm going to personalize it a little bit. You know, it's kind of a form letter. It's for everybody, and it's not very personal. So I spent some time on Friday, kind of after work, sort of composing a little personal note that I could put at the beginning of the form letter for him. And it took me forever to do, like seriously half an hour. And this was, you know, 5, 6 sentences. Normally I could crap that out in 10 minutes. But the reason it took me so long is because I couldn't stop crying. I mean, probably gonna cry now. You know, it was really hard because, as I'm sure a lot of you know, I mean, writing and sending a letter like that, it can be very final, or I'm not sure why I was really, I was so emotional about it, other than it's an emotional thing. But I think one of the reasons is that, you know, a letter like this can be very final. Like, sometimes you can send this off and that might be the last time you hear from this friend or, you know, this relation. And if you're really close, it could be, you know, I don't know. It could just be very final. And I think that's what was going through my mind. And, you know, I certainly wouldn't want to lose him as a friend. So yeah, just crying my eyes out sending this thing or composing it. And I finally got into, you know, the shape that I wanted to. And I couldn't even bear to hit send. It was on a, you know, webmail kind of thing. And so I kind of like put my mouse and the cursor near I used the mouse to control the cursor, to put it near the send button on the web page. And I closed my eyes and I kind of just jammed it like that in the hopes that it would just go through. And it did. And I couldn't believe it. Like, oh my God, I just was beside myself. I couldn't believe it. But I felt instantly better too. You know, it was a relief, and yeah, I don't know. So anyway, I sent that to him on Friday night, at about 7 or 8 o'clock at night or something. And I knew that there was a good possibility that he wouldn't read it, like all weekend, or I don't know. Because like I check my email all the time. I'm checking it right now. And but not everybody's like that. You know, some people have lives and families and whatnot. And yeah, and I just have the cat, and she understands. And so yeah, there was a good possibility that he wouldn't check his email, and I was okay with that because, you know, I wasn't gonna call him up. Like, I'm not gonna call anybody up. I think the email is probably the best way to do this, because, you know, I mean, I don't know, it's not very personal, but I can certainly lay out my position and lay out the facts and everything in a very reasonable way. Whereas if I was on the phone and be like, "Hi, Mom, it's me," click. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Email is definitely the way to go. So anyway, I knew that he probably wouldn't, or there was a chance that he wouldn't read it. And so I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited. I mean, but still, that didn't make the waiting any less hard. Even though I knew he might not read it until Monday. And so yeah, I waited and I waited and I waited some more, and I was just driving myself crazy, like, why isn't he answering? Is that it? I mean, really, should I call? Should I do a follow-up thing? Who knows? I don't know. So, I guess by my attitude, you guys can tell how this is going to go. I don't know. So anyway, I get into the office today, and there's a chat window open. We use IM occasionally, and it was him, and he was asking about me, and he's like, "Are you at work already?" And it was 7:30, and so yeah, I sure as hell wasn't there. I was still asleep actually, but yeah, he was checking on me, and then he sent me an email that was a reply to mine, and it was really sweet, and he doesn't care, and I don't know, I just thought that was awesome. Yeah, he was very understanding and, you know, somewhat surprised, and yeah, so I don't know, and that just blew me away. I mean, so I don't know, I'm so glad that things worked out, and you know, we'll see in the days ahead, like, how things sort of change between us, and but I think it's good. I feel really good about things, and really, and his wife and I guess him were kind of watching my videos today, and that's weird. So I told him to be gentle, and, you know, like I told him it wasn't easy for me to make these videos, so anyway, but if you guys are watching this, I mean, seriously, that was so great. You guys are so awesome, and really, I truly love you. You're great. We're like this for sure forever. So anyway, that was awesome. So that's my good coming out news. So yeah, that was one down, and I have, I don't know, 6 or 7 to go. And hopefully they're all going to be that great. I don't think they are, but I guess the good ones will make the bad ones not feel as bad or something. I don't know. But anyway, love you guys. Hope you're doing well.
Just step sideways from this world today.